and good evening, and welcome back to Plastic Prehistorica, the occasional unboxing and even more occasional review channel of plastic prehistorics. So this has arrived, it was actually yesterday. This is a very exciting parcel in this box. It's come from Everything Dinosaur, and this is their launch figure for their Everything Dinosaur Evolution line. And I had some technical difficulties when I was trying to film the unboxing yesterday, which is why we're in the situation we're in. But here in this box we have our usual invoice and information sheet, always packed with everything that Everything Dinosaur sends you, because they always go above and beyond in everything they do. Inside also was this envelope, so let's have a look. Everything Dinosaur, 1st November 2025, which is not when I'm filming this. Sue and I really appreciate your support for Everything Dinosaur Evolution, brand new range. It has taken years to develop this range, and we are delighted that you are on board, and I'm delighted to be on board. You have been a customer of Everything Dinosaur for a long time. We wanted to enclose a little extra something as a token of our appreciation. As you know, your Founders Edition T-Rex figure includes the additional collector's cards. The 7th card has been personally signed by Bob Nichols. Absolutely awesome. The Founders Edition is limited edition. Cards 6 and 7 are special. The 6th card is a photograph of the very first Everything Dinosaur Evolution Tyrannosaurus Rex model. This card has been printed with all of our signatures. Dr. Dean Lomax, paleontologist, awesome guy. Glenn Southern, digital sculptor. And paleo reconstruction artist Bob. I mean, the credentials of these things are just absolutely incredible. Naturally, this card also has both our signatures too, and I should think so too. Bob has personally signed the 7th card. He used an artist pen. However, the first 8 of these special collector's cards that Bob autographed were signed using a black ballpoint. There are only 8 cards in the world signed by Bob in this way. As a token of our appreciation and as a thank you for all your support, let's see, it feels like it's never enough, because these are brilliant. Sue and I enclose one of these cards as an extra gift to you. Our very best wishes, Mike and Sue. Everything Dinosaur. Well, you know, I'm absolutely flattered and honoured, and thank you very much. So everything about this figure basically fulfills Everything Dinosaur's ethos of being sustainable and decent and fair and ethical. So everything about the package is all recyclable. Here we have in the first envelope, which has a QR code on the back, which is the dinosaur's passport. You can scan this to find out more about your figure and the materials and trace them. And then we have this lovely set of cards, the Founders Edition collector's cards, which shows you the process that was involved in creating this Tyrannosaurus Rex from the toe bones up, which is an absolutely lovely addition to have, all this original artwork, and of course some of these cards are signed as well. They've got the founders, the creators' signatures on them. And it's just a lovely, lovely looking piece. It's a slightly unusual look for T-Rex. Here's number 6. It's one of those special ones with all the signatures on. Because, you know, I mean, with the best will in the world, paleo art does kind of fall into habits. And this is the final one that's signed personally by Bob. So that's your first envelope. So because this dinosaur's been designed, you know, looked forensically into everything that we currently know about Tyrannosaurus Rex, it is going to perhaps look a little bit different to what we expect. This envelope, when I first opened it, I felt a bit wrong opening it because this really is very special, and this is one of those rare 8 cards that was signed by Bob Nichols himself. So this is all very special stuff. Nice. Put the big box down and get the sort out. So it's in this lovely, fairly plain sleeve, very classy, and the sleeve slips off to reveal the box underneath. So we've got some lovely photograph of the model on the front of the box here. And on the back here, because Everything Dinosaur intending to do different formations, so starting off with the Hell Creek formation, which is why T-Rex is number 1. and rightfully so, and some information about the process here. Again, fully sustainable materials in this box. Front of the box states this T-Rex is a 1/33 scale, so it's considerably larger than you see from most other brands. And this figure is not a toy, this figure is a collector's edition. It's more akin to the Michael Triptych statues that were available through Favourite several years ago. As you can see, it's packaged almost in a kind of clamshell, but it's all cardboard. So this, again, it's all sustainable and recyclable. Beautifully packed in there. And we pop that off, it reveals a lovely sort of beige blanket. No plastic used within the packaging whatsoever. And here we have the base. So this T-Rex does come with a base. It will of course stand freestanding itself, but the base will become part of a set of tiles which go together. So this base sort of shows up a dried, looks like the edge of a lake, and there's Tyrannosaurus Rex species depicted on there as well. As far as I'm aware, that's the first time that's appeared on the base of a model. It's a nice touch. Some footprints cutting across. There's a little bit of information on the back you probably won't see from that distance, which says it's Everything Dinosaur Evolution Tyrannosaurus Rex 001. Lovely inclusion here. And of course that peg on the base, which will simply secure the T-Rex, is right here. So this, as I say, is an unusual take on Tyrannosaurus Rex compared to what we're perhaps used to seeing, because it kind of cuts through all the tropes and simply stands on its own merits. And when I first saw this figure, I was blown away by how broad the hips are and how muscular the base of the tail is. And in the sculpting, the muscular flex is depicted here with this leg that's sort of pulled backwards, very strong striding pose. So everything about the way the arms are folded, this is all in line with what we know about the movement of T-Rex, how far the joints could move. If I bring her in a little closer, hopefully you'll be able to see her here. So you can see there's some lovely coloration and lovely patterns, and you also see that there is feather detailing on the body. There's nothing over carved about this figure. There's no sort of fine detailing with scales or things, because you simply wouldn't see them at this scale in T-Rex, and the whole point of this model is for it to be as realistic at this scale as possible. Paintwork is very subtle, it's nice, nicely applied, nothing too flashy, but also everything's beautifully blended. It's difficult to see inside the mouth. The jaw's not articulated, which is absolutely fine by me, and the jaws aren't parted wide. You know, there's just a sort of gentle, almost as if T-Rex is panting as it's stalking along there. And there's an interesting shape to the tongue in the mouth. It's triangular, and it comes to a point at the posterior on both sides. Everything about the proportions of this Rex, I don't know if it's based on a specific specimen, but everything about it is based on everything we know about T-Rex. So the keratinous, carunculated skin around the eyes and above the eyes and down the snouts, slightly different than what you might expect. It's a really different but very pleasing depiction of the animal overall. So again, looking at the quality of the model, you can barely see any seams on this figure at all. It's got very high manufacturing credentials, and Everything Dinosaur and the whole team who've put the effort into making this figure really deserve to be commended for their efforts. Got the all important cloacal vent on the underside. You can see there's a little bit of wrinkling detailing on the other side of the feet. It's just gorgeous. I'm over the moon with it. Dry brushing on the feet, which implies that obviously it's been walking a long way through dust. So it would appear that T-Rex is striding on its way here to a watering hole. Gorgeous figure. It's going to look fantastic wherever you put it. It's very striking. It does stand out. It certainly will stand out against other Tyrannosaurus Rex models, purely in terms of how unusual it is, in terms of how it looks. Amazing how deep and broad you can see this chest is and how thick the neck is. Absolutely outstanding stuff from the whole team. So thank you so much to Everything Dinosaur for getting this figure to me so quickly. And it's a fantastic effort from the whole team, and I really wish you all the best with any figure that comes out in the future. Greatly looking forward to those arriving, the Hell Creek formation, and I hope everybody else has enjoyed having a look at this figure with me. And if you pop over to Everything Dinosaur, you'll see that this is now available, and I would highly recommend that you do that. So thank you for watching, and I hope to see you all in the next one.